evening, friends. It's the Vegan Specialist here. Today I'm back to share a very important video with you. I'm going to be sharing one of my best health secrets, and it is watermelon juice. Watermelon juice is very, very beneficial for your body. Watermelon contains lipocene, which improves cardiovascular functions. It also prevents cancer. Watermelon is full of beta-carotene, which is a super antioxidant and is really good for anti-aging properties. It helps keep you young at heart, which I can attest to. I drink this every single day, and if you haven't had this in your life, let me tell you something. You are really missing out on the benefits of watermelon and watermelon juice. I tell you, I have a bronze-like glow on my skin. I get compliments wherever I go. And you know what? It's all due to the things that I put into my body, which are all naturally grown by the earth. Watermelon juice also is really, really high in chlorophyll. And the chlorophyll is more contained in the white part and in the skin. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and juice the rind of the watermelon as well. But today for you, I'm just going to be juicing just the red center. Just for your knowledge, that all the nutrients that are in the watermelon are mostly contained in the skin and in the rind itself. So that's one thing that you might want to keep in mind, understanding if you want the full benefit of watermelon juicing, then you're going to have to juice the entire watermelon. Only 5% of the nutrients are found actually in the red center, and I think in the seeds as well, because I know the seeds contain a lot of healthy nutrients as well. So remember, to get the full benefits of watermelon juice, you want to juice the whole thing. It also is really good for your cardiovascular system. It helps prevent stroke. It lowers your blood pressure. It's filled with vitamin C. Oh my gosh, vitamin C and potassium. You know, this is really, really good to help improve circulation of the body. I also noticed myself, growing up and having, the things that I went through, having, irritable bowel, stomach issues and whatnot. And I tell you what, watermelon juice completely calms your body. It is amazing exactly what it can do. It just literally relaxes your blood vessels, and it allows blood to flow through your body freely. So let's get started. Okay, first you're going to have to cut up your watermelon. I like to cut it in halves and then section it off. So first we're just going to cut down the middle here. Make sure you got an organic seeded watermelon. Cut them in half like so. Now for this particular juicer, I've used many different juicers in the past. And for this particular juicer, which is the Omega VSJ843QR, which is a slow juicer, and it has revolutions of about 43 RPMs. It's a great juicer. Basically, this juicer here is really good because it's a slow juicer. Now, the research on slow juicing is that when you use a juicer with higher RPMs, you're causing oxidative damage to the nutrients that you just juiced, which is very important because if you know, a lot of the stuff that is grown these days are already nutrient deficient. That being starting in the soil and so forth. So it's very important to get the max benefit out of all your juices. So now I'm just cutting the rinds off because I'm not going to do the rinds today. Today I'm just going to do the red center. And the next thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a good strainer, and you're going to need something to catch your juice. And let's go ahead and turn on the Omega. And let's get started. So this juicer typically has a smaller feeding chute. So you really have to cut down your produce a little bit before you put it in. It's not absolutely the fastest juicer, but I tell you what, this is one of the best juicers. This is the best juicer I've used, and I recommend it for everyone. I used to have a Champion juicer. I used to have the Jack LaLanne juicer. I used to have all these juicers, and you know what? None of them gave me the taste, the quality, and the yield that this Omega VSJ843QR has. And like I said, I drink this watermelon juice every day, you guys. This is one of the staples of my diet when it's in season, and it's, you know, we're at the end of the season of watermelons as it is, so you can make it and get you some before they're all gone. It would behoove you to get started. Okay, as you can see here, I've added probably about 5 or 6 chunks, and we've got a pretty good yield thus far. And if you ever get caught up, and it comes with a little pusher, and you just got to slightly push it down. You don't have to put very much pressure. If you put a whole lot of pressure in this machine, what will happen is it'll tend to get bogged down a little bit, and then what you'll have to do is you'll have to, this on button here and this reverse button here, you're going to have to take the button, hit it to reverse, and to back on to get it to start. That's if you overstuff the juicer. But if you just take your time and you're slow with it, you know, everything is going to be just fine. So we're almost getting full here. And then what I'm going to do is that make sure you use glass containers at all times. You want to use glass to store your juice. No plastics. What I'm going to do is grab my my glass jug, and then I like to fill it up, because it doesn't fill it up completely, you know, the first round, so I'll have to make a couple rounds, but I'll let it sit in the refrigerator and get cold while I'm waiting for the rounds to get done. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this off really quickly. Strain out the rest of this here. And you know, a lot of people like to say, hey, leave the fiber in, this and that and the third. And that's okay. If you want to drink it with the fiber, you don't have to strain it. I get a lot of fiber in my diet already, so there's no need for me to use the extra fiber. I'm just wanting the watermelon juice light as possible. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and pour this. And like I said, it takes a couple rounds before I fill it up to the top. So go ahead and put my glass back under here. Grab my strainer. Shake it out a little bit. Go ahead and put it back on. Turn back on the Omega. Push some of this watermelon right out of the way. And go ahead and start cutting my other section. Alright. Okay. know, watermelon is so good tasting. If you're not a big watermelon fan, I suggest you at least try the juice. I'm telling you, it's got a different taste to it. I mean, it still tastes like the watermelon, but it just something with the seeds that, you know, get juiced along with the watermelon that just makes it taste that so much better. So much. I mean, I drink this first thing in the morning. This is the first thing I drink when I get up when it's in season, is my watermelon juice, followed by my blue-green algae, and so on and so forth down the line of different liquid nutrition. Okay, we're almost done here. Another good reason to drink watermelon juice is it's rich in magnesium. And if you all know, if you all done research on magnesium, people without magnesium become deficient. And one of the number one symptoms of being magnesium deficient is depression. So you can imagine how good this watermelon juice makes you feel. And also, this doesn't affect me, and hopefully it never will, because I always drink my watermelon juice. Watermelon juice contains something called arginine. And what arginine is, arginine basically helps cure erectile dysfunction in men. That's right, you heard me right. The arginine that is contained inside of watermelons actually cures erectile function for men. Now, why does it do that? Well, it does that because it opens up your blood vessels. It allows your better circulation throughout your body. Hence, a man's main vein, blood flow. So you get where I'm going with this. I've read a lot of stories of men getting their vitality back after a year's worth of watermelon juicing. So it's just something to think about. All right. Let's go ahead, pour the remaining amounts in here. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, and I'll be back with a taste, and we'll wrap it up. Have a good day, friends. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Shall we have a glass of juice? A toast to good health and to gain time and not to lose it. That's amazing.